Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Guns a-blazing. Welcome to
Get more in
episode.
frame. Hold on. Get more in frame with that.
Well, I can't. This is like cutting me off. Anyway, episode 17.
17.
Guns a-blazing. Welcome to
Sure.
the podcast. We are your hosts.
I am Alexis and I'm Natty.
And I'm Mike, and I'm not. I'll put these bad boys away real quick.
Hold on, but you didn't. This is Natty and Not episode 17. I think you just called us Guns a-blazing.
Oh, we riffed a little bit. Sorry. Welcome to the podcast, episode 17 of Natty and Not. We are your hosts, as you just heard. So sorry. Riffing a little bit. Hi.
Hey, good to see your face, sir.
Yeah, how have you been?
I've been away.
Yeah, you have been away.
I don't like being away.
I'm curious, and I'm sure our audience is curious because we were talking about your business trip last week and going to the fucking gym.
Going to the fucking gym.
Like Papa Swolio preaches.
Yeah, always go to the fucking gym.
You just shut up and you just go to the fucking gym.
Merry Christmas.
How did you manage? What was the situation? Let's hear it.
Okay. I was gone Tuesday through Friday. So good enough is that I got my workout in Tuesday morning. I got going a little bit earlier, so not a big deal. So I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to worry about.
Right.
Checked in on Tuesday evening-ish, late afternoon. I had to go meet up a whole bunch of people and do all of like the work stuff. Because like the work stuff started at like 3:30. But I went to the gym. We were staying at this like one of those like big giant conference hotels that are like huge, right?
Like a Gaylord or something.
It was like a JW Marriott.
Yeah.
But it was huge. They had like, you know, those like ice. Yeah. You know, like those ice things that they do.
Yes.
Like Winter Wonderland-y things. They had one of those going on. And then they had our company and they had like multiple other companies. Giant thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, the gym situation.
What was it?
For a hotel gym, it was actually pretty good. For a hotel gym, right?
Right.
For a gym, not at all what I needed.
Not fun.
But I walked in, and with the options of either having to drive 15 minutes away and then drive 15 minutes back to find the Gold's that was near there, I elected to say, I'm going to just fucking make this work. So you had maybe like 10-ish treadmills. There were 3 or 4 stairs. They were all of like the cardio equipment. Walk straight past that because I'm not doing that. They had a Smith machine. They had dumbbells up to 75, which I feel like that's a lot for a hotel gym.
Yeah, that's up there.
They had 3 benches. They had a one of those like put in the corner like pulley things. I don't know what they're called, but there's like 2 of them on the edge and you could put like a bar between them if you wanted to, like if you wanted to do like squats on that machine and it goes up and down. It's like a cable machine, but there's like 2 and it's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I keep just describing it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. Yes. Go on.
They had one of those. They had like another pulley thing in the middle that was like hexagon-y shaped and they had like different activities on each side.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a weird like cable machine leg press, a shoulder press, and a chest press, like machines.
Right.
So like, again, for a hotel gym, wasn't bad. So I stayed.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I ended up going down at like 5 in the morning. Like I woke up at my normal like 4:40, ate like 3 rice cakes, got dressed and went. So I was heading down at like about like 5:10. Walk in each day. There's only like 5 or 6 people there. So it wasn't bad. But by 6 a.m., that place was like a fucking club on teen night. Like, there was so many fucking people in there. Every cardio machine used. A lot of people swinging weights around on these benches. There's just people fucking everywhere. Madness. So Tuesday, obviously I couldn't, or I'm sorry, Wednesday, obviously I couldn't do my normal workout, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do the best with what I have. I'm going to lift as heavy as I can with whatever. So I did Smith squats. Their Smith machine was super weird though. Like it's when it had like a crazy amount of resistance on.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't like get the weight really, but it had like a weird it was bizarre. And then what did I do? I did squats. I did lunges, I think. I tried to use like the leg press. The range of motion was great, but I just did a bunch of shit for like an hour. There ended up just being so many people. Like I couldn't stand it. And at one point I was doing, I think, RDLs. And I went over into like the corner where no one was going to come in and out. It was kind of like in the corner. There were two things right there. I'm like, I'm just going to be here because I don't want to do RDLs and like stick my ass out in front of colleagues of mine and like it's like mostly like business people.
Yeah, you're shoulder to shoulder with everybody too. So it's
yeah, I'm like, this is a very ass out kind of move. Let me just go into the corner and I'll put my ass into the corner. I'll feel more comfortable that way.
Right.
Oh my God. This fucking guy comes into that same like little corner that I'm in, which is not big enough for more than one person. And he gets within inches of me and starts doing like fucking lateral raises. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like to the point where I bent, like when I was like bending down, his hand was like almost smashing me in the face.
Jesus.
So it was at that point that I said, fuck it. That was enough. And I just got the fuck out of there because I couldn't handle that.
All right. So day one, not great.
Not good. Thursday was my shoulder day. I was able to do almost everything. I got to like one exercise left and I had to go to the bathroom. So I just said, that's enough. I'm done.
Did you have to modify anything or you were good with what you had there?
With my upper body day, I was pretty good with what I
makes sense.
Because I usually do like cables, mostly like cables or free weights anyway.
Okay.
So
that worked out.
That was easy.
Day 3?
The day 3 was my deadlift day.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really deadlift because the Smith machine. So it was like, all right, I'll try it on the Smith machine, see what I can do. They didn't have like tons of plates. They only had like 2 45s on each side. They had like 2 of each. They didn't have a ton.
Right.
I was trying to deadlift, but it's like one of those Smith machines that's on like a curve, like a slant. It's like I just couldn't get the movement pattern right. So I did some weird ass form RDLs. I just did a couple other things, but too many people kept coming in and I was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It was too people-y. And at that point on Friday, I was feeling just like dog shit from not being able to sleep, not getting all my food in. I was just like, you know what? That's enough. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Gotcha. All right.
So that was the gym situation. Not terrible.
Decent gym,
but not ideal.
Yeah, situation was unfortunate.
At
least on day 1.
I did what I could with what I had. It wouldn't have been terrible. I didn't want to be in there anymore. There's just too many people. Yeah, so that was that.
Gotcha.
I brought all my food with me.
Yeah, you meal prepped the whole thing. That was awesome.
I meal prepped the whole thing.
But we're kind of used to that anyway. Like one of us is usually you said it the other day and I was just like, fuck, you're right. Whenever we go on vacation now, most likely one of us is going to be in prep, and that just sucks for that person. Used to be only you, and then I started competing, and I was just like, let's go to Disney. Where's my fucking rice and handmade fucking food?
Yeah, but you experienced it. Did you? It wasn't terrible for me when I did it. I feel you were a grumpy Gus.
No, I wasn't. I did miss it for sure in the moment.
The kids kept feeling bad for.
Yeah, they're like, Dad, you want? Oh, never mind. And I'm just like,
they would do that shit to me, but I feel like it bugged you.
No, after a certain point, I'm just like, come on, you guys know this already. But I think they were just being sweet.
They're just
And
being sweet.
and yeah, no, there was a certain point where I was just like, man, the food does look good, But ultimately, though, with all the rides and stuff, like there were distractions there that was just like, that's not all
Yeah.
about eating.
You're getting your dopamine hits from other
Yeah.
places.
I mean, and to be honest, like some of the food is just like whatever. It's not like
well, I
you're
mean,
like,
it's not 5 stars, but it's
yeah,
sometimes it's good.
yeah, but sometimes you just get a Beyond Burger and it's just a Beyond Burger, and you're just like, okay,
Sometimes I feel like too with like a place like Disney, they have plant-based stuff at every restaurant. At least half of it. And I'll say at least maybe half of like the sit down restaurants plus all of like the fast food things. It's all like Impossible or
yeah,
Beyond
but they'll
stuff,
have an option. Yeah,
which I get, right? Because it's like that's more palatable to the masses. I get the reason why. I wish they had more fresh stuff because it's like I don't know if people that eat meat would feel this way, but it's like by the time you have like a burger, 2 burgers a day, or like a burger and a sausage, it's
I
just
think
like it just becomes like I don't want this anymore.
I think it's similar for sure. Like I think like from a food perspective, like
It's same thing, and it's like a
it's
heavy, greasy thing.
yeah,
They're
it's
delicious in the moment, but like when you just start having them too much, it's too much.
yeah. Towards the end of the trip, I was just like, okay, that's enough now.
Yeah, like my stomach doesn't want any more of this.
But yeah, one of us will always be on prep now on vacation, and that's
Mhm.
just going to be life for however long we're competing for.
Yeah,
So, and that's okay.
but it's normal. I
Yeah.
prepped everything. I realized once I got there, I packed by accident half of the amount of tofu that I was supposed to pack.
Ooh.
Because
Nice.
I packed like 400 grams instead of 800 grams.
Mhm.
And I don't know why I did that. Like, I just meant like, but with the way I was able to break for food, I didn't get all of my meals in. And then by the time I would be able to like get back to my room, it was like I'm 3 meals late. So it's like I
Mm.
just couldn't sit down and eat all of that. So there was like one day it was like 900 calories under. Like I definitely under ate the whole time. But I didn't eat the gross like buffet food,
Mm.
Um one night I went out to a restaurant with maybe about like 15 colleagues. Um and I didn't eat anything while I was there.
Some
And it's like
water,
whatever. Like
diet soda, or something.
I got a they had Pepsi. Ugh. But
Gross.
I know, super gross. But I got like a couple diet Pepsis the whole time I was there.
Gotcha.
So ate all the food, didn't eat what in any of the meal. This kind of convention is like I work for like a parent company and then we have like satellite companies. And our parent company puts on a convention to our like satellite companies every couple of years. And so I wasn't just like attending a work thing that I can walk away from when I wanted to.
Yeah.
I was part of putting it on. So I was running workshops. I was doing things. I'm like schmoozing with these people. So for an introverted person, it was incredibly exhausting. But then I'm essentially working from like 9 a.m. through like dinner and drinks and all this other shit. So they're like 18-hour days. It's long.
Long day for sure.
Yeah. Not a lot of time to get away, but I made it work. I tried to move around as much as I could.
Got as many steps in.
Got as many steps in as I could. I'd be like pace my room when I had like an hour to be able to go back to my room.
Mhm.
Because I didn't want to go down to the treadmill around people where it was noisy. I just wanted quiet. But got my steps in where I could. I did not hit every single day, and that's okay. But by Friday, I feel like because I didn't sleep great, plus I was wearing like heels on my feet all day, and my body was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
So by like Friday, I literally felt like I was hit by a bus, and I slept like a rock last night once I got home.
Which is good.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm tired.
Catch up on some sleep.
I know, which is crazy. Ever since we added sleep in, if I don't get it now, like my body's extra cranky.
Yeah. Sleep's important. It's almost like you need it to recover.
It is. That was
Yeah.
hard. Wearing
Yeah.
heels this whole week was like really hard on my body.
Yeah. Well, speaking of sleep, I got my new, anti-snore device, which is literally just like a couple of foam wedges that like are Velcro to my body so that I don't roll
Are
over.
they Velcro to your body? I didn't see you
No.
put. I passed out so fast last night. I didn't. Did you use it?
Yeah, I tried it last night. I was like, well, let me try it when I don't have to go to work the next day. And so,
But stop. It Velcros to you?
no, they
Okay.
Velcro to each other, but I was just being silly.
No, I don't know. I didn't see you put it together.
And but yeah, so it's literally like two like really big foam triangles,
Yeah.
like you'd see like at a like yoga studio, I guess, or something. I don't know, but it's like two big foam wedges, and then there's just like a little like centerpiece that's flat, just fabric, and you lay in the middle of it on your side because I'm a side sleeper,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, and I slept, I fell asleep like that. Then there's a couple times where like I rolled over and I was like really leaning on the one wedge, and I'm like, jeez, it's like uncomfortable, kind of waking up.
Well, that's the whole point, right? Is it's like it's keeping you on your side because when you get on your back, you snore.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, I don't know, like my jaw just like opens up, or
It's because you're a giant size person now.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the big bodybuilders get like CPAP machines because
They have
of
sleep apnea.
they have sleep
Because they're
apnea.
obese.
They're just big fucking mammoths, and their chest meat is closing on their lungs. And
No, but you snored a little.
I'm not
bit
there
even
yet.
before you started bodybuilding.
I did snore before
Yeah.
getting this big, and
Not bad though.
worse. It's probably
never been
worse
bad.
recently.
I
Enough to the point
only
where
notice it when it wakes me up.
well, you were like hitting me to like get me to move. And
Yeah,
then
motherfucker, you're snoring.
And I was getting mad too because like I'm also falling asleep at that point too, and then I'm just like yeah, and like so I wake up angry, and like you're angry, I wake up angry. So I bought a wedge so we could stop being angry and just try to get some fucking sleep. And and then I actually saw Martin Fitzwater. He's
Who's that?
open pro bodybuilder. Just got fourth in the
that's the guy that beats C Bum. No,
in Prague, yes, in Prague.
In Prague.
In open bodybuilding.
Okay.
And he was like advertising this like it's a pillow that looks like a candy cane. On top
it's a pregnancy pillow.
On top, no. There's more, and then there's like a wedge like that goes from like your midsection to your head, and then there's a hole in the wedge so you could like loop your arm through.
Oh,
it was like a whole thing, and then I looked it up, and I was like $300. I was like, God, I want to try it, but I don't want to pay that money.
Is there a return policy? So if it like sucks,
I'm gonna see if it's on Amazon, and then I'll just.
Are you telling me this because it's really close to Christmas?
No, if you get me a sleep pillow for Christmas,
it'll be like you giving me an extension cord.
We're gonna have words. Although I actually, say it.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to try it.
I do want to try it, but I don't know. Getting that as a Christmas present is kind of weird. But there is good utility. Like if I can get a good night's sleep, it might be actually pretty fucking awesome.
Well, yeah. And if you could sleep without waking me up, that would be really awesome.
You're like, I got myself a Christmas gift. This will help you shut the fuck up at night.
Sleep on this. Sleep is precious.
Here, put this clothespin on your nose and stick this pair of socks in your mouth and shut the fuck up.
You could also sleep with like a tennis ball. They make those shirts where it's like there's like a tennis ball in the pocket, like on the back.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work. Maybe it would. The wedge definitely worked. I definitely did not roll over. I wanted to.
Yeah.
But it was sure difficult with that thing up my ass.
How was your week at the gym without me? Was it so sad?
It was lonely. I just had gym bros to talk to, and those are just far and few between these days.
Gym bros are far and few between. Everyone talks to you.
I know, I'm joking. It was no, it was fine. There was some socializing, but nothing crazy. But definitely missed your presence for sure.
Aw, you're sweet.
Or like flirting with you at the gym when you're there.
I know. Last week you mentioned that you were coming down from PEDs or whatever. You're waiting to get your check-in when we
Yeah.
talked in last week.
Mhm.
So what was the protocol? And what have you been doing this week?
Yeah, so the check-in from last week was come off of everything but testosterone, which was primo and mast, and I'm
You
still
haven't been
doing
taking like Winstrol or any of the other stuff, have you?
no, nope,
That was just during prep.
just during prep. Yep. So that is where I'm at. So now I just said literally just drop it all, which is funny because usually I either taper up or taper down, and this time he was just like, no, just drop everything and just go to TRT. And I was like, okay.
Did your TRT stay the same, or did that change too?
No, that's down to like sports level. It's like 200 milligrams a week. So
No, but like it didn't change. Like your protocol for how much to take didn't change.
on a health phase, no.
Got it. That's all I'm saying. So you dropped the
Yeah.
other things, but your test stayed the same.
Yes, but tested go down. So it was almost double that on
Last week.
the week before. Yeah. And he said to drop down to TRT and then drop everything else.
But you already were on TRT.
Not the same amount. I was on double the amount.
That's what I was asking you.
The way you asked it was confusing, so that's the answer you got.
Okay.
All right.
So sorry.
So look in the mirror next time. Okay.
Okay. So you dropped all of that. What does it do to you? So like, do you immediately feel that like you're not on something anymore? So like you stopped that on Sunday, right?
Yep.
So like Monday in the gym, how like did you feel different like 2 days removed, or did you work out on Sunday? I don't even know. Did you feel it right away?
Workouts this week were pretty on point. I still increased a rep or two here and there where I could. I think I had 1 or 2 weight increases, not as many as the week before. So I would say no strength drop for sure.
Okay. How long does that stuff take to like get out of your system?
It'll probably be about, they say like 8 to 10 days, because all the compounds that I'm taking are enanthate and they stay in your system for roughly 8 to 10 days.
Okay. So maybe you'll start to see stuff more towards the end of this week. So no real strength increases, but no decreases.
That's the goal. Yeah. The goal is basically, try to hold on to as much tissue as I gained in that short period of time, because I ended up gaining almost 30 pounds in 8 weeks, essentially.
Yeah.
And, when we get to check-ins, we'll talk about some interesting things that happened just from this past week to this week.
So what's crazy to me is, okay, so all throughout your prep, you were on this like same level of stuff up until last week, right?
Yes.
It's crazy to me how much nothing but your nutrition changed and you gained that much weight.
Yeah.
So like it's crazy to me like what all of that gear was doing to your body, because you weren't putting on tissue in prep, but like how well that all of that stuff like allowed your body to hold on to it. Like it kept trying to grow and you just weren't feeding it. You weren't feeding the muscle to grow.
Yep.
So I wonder if it's like, does it get like all pent up and like it's hungry? So then like as soon as it gets like, you know what I mean? Does it is it like pent up energy? So it's like got that like ready to go?
Yeah, I think that just the anabolism is just at an all-time high, and like
it's nuts.
Your body just craves it, and yeah. But
it's crazy how much like muscle you've put on though. Like you've got like some inflammation that comes with the gear, but like, I mean, you've softened, but not like, I mean, you keep getting asked if you're stepping on stage in a couple of weeks.
That is pretty fucking
because
hilarious.
Like that's still how lean you are.
Yeah. Yeah. So to put on 30 pounds and to still be this lean is pretty insane.
That's
and like,
crazy.
I made that comment to coach and one of my, I think my last check-in, I was just like, cannot believe how lean I am at this weight. I was literally 1.5 pounds heavier last week than my peak off-season weight, and
which is insane.
Completely different body composition. Completely different.
you have like you still see your six pack without trying.
Right.
At your peak off season weight.
It was rough.
You're
it was a soft,
This is
like
a soft pack.
soft.
Like a six pack and like a soft
It
cooler,
was
like you can kind of see it.
It was like a 6-pack of Hawaiian rolls.
But that's so crazy to me.
So floofy.
All right. So
Yeah.
do you feel any different this week?
No, not yet. I don't think, and there's like a little bit of a placebo too. Like I might feel it next week because I know it lasts 8 to 10 days, and I might get in my head about it, and it's, subconsciously. But I'm also like,
no, but you're in your head. You're so like ready to prove the fucking gear wrong.
yeah, I was gonna say I also get in my head about like, no, you don't fucking need this shit. Like, like I was saying last week, this does not define you. This is not, you don't need this.
I mean, it helped define those shoulders. Look at those things.
I mean, they're nice.
You're saying it, and I'm staring at your left shoulder.
Staring to
it's pretty good. It's very veiny.
My crystal balls.
I know. Jesus Christ.
But yeah. So the anabolism was just like at an all-time high, and Coach said it like right after the show too. He was like, "You will rock it out of your prep." Yeah. Like once you go in the off season and you go into the rebound phase, and not only that, there was another coach there that my coach is buddies with. He said the same thing. He was like, as soon as you guys are done competing, he's like, you hit the rebound rate. He's like, you're going to put on so much size, and it's true. Like the proof is.
Does that happen coming out of every prep, or maybe is it just like your first prep on gear?
I think it's the first. I think it's the first couple ones, to be honest. I think that's where you see the most gains, where it's just like you get those newbie gains in the first couple of years of like going to the gym religiously, hitting it right, getting sleep and diet and everything correct. That's when you see like your biggest jump, like biggest jumps year 1, next biggest jumps year 2, and then they get smaller.
And then it just dwindles down. Yeah. It's really interesting. Like, I don't know if we talked about this before on here, but as we're going through like the coaching certification, they talk about the difference between like a natural bodybuilder and then what happens once you go on gear. And just like what you're saying, newbie gains, when you're really early on in just working out or like lifting in general, your body puts on a lot of muscle and then it slows down. And they said when you jump on gear, you're kind of like that newbie again. You start to build really fast and then it becomes lower and lower as the years goes on.
Yeah. So I think my body is just doing just that. I'm capitalizing on those newbie gains for as long as I can, and then it'll be 1 to 2 pounds a month if I'm lucky, when I'm hopefully
so
advanced.
Much.
Yeah, it's still a
ton. My God, if I put on 2 pounds of tissue this past year, I'll be so excited.
I think you're going to be up a couple pounds for sure.
I think so too. When I do my check-ins now, and this is what makes me mad about, I hate my check-in pictures just because like we're so pale. It's so hard for anything to like look good.
Yeah.
And so this is what's really interesting. I think when I look at myself in the mirror, so to preface this, pretty sure every single bodybuilder has body dysmorphia of some sort, right?
Yep.
Because you're so used to seeing so lean, you're striving to be as lean as you can, that like when you go into the off season and you see your body put on a good amount of fat on top of all of the muscle, you just morph that. So when I think of myself, I just see like a kind of chubby chick. Like that's what I think I look like. And especially then too, when I take my check-in pictures, because we're so fucking pale, it all gets lost. And I hate that. And then when I use like my front camera so I can like line myself up, I swear when I'm like posing for the pictures, I'm like, dude, you can see like some nice quad definition starting to come in. Like I can see like distinctly like all of my quad muscles. But then I fucking snap that picture, and what comes in the picture is a fucking white pillow of bleh. It makes me
I
so mad.
think you're being a little hard on yourself.
But that's what I see. It's
Yeah.
just bleh. And I'm like, what the fuck? I had shadows on my legs. What is going on? So I have just like this picture in my head of myself. And so I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't even know where I was going with that. But I started on a tangent about pictures.
yeah, don't. Yeah.
Oh, I think my quads are coming in better. That's what we're talking about. It
Oh,
works I worked so hard this off season to grow my quads because I
yeah.
feel like that is my absolute weakest body part. Is my
I
quads and my abs. My quads and my because I have a really hard time holding in my stomach, but my quads and my abs.
Okay.
So I've done so much work on them. So I'm very excited to see them.
Yeah, we get to see what the start sculpting all that clay, and then we'll see what you put on stage. I think
Super
it's going to
excited.
be an awesome package for sure.
Hold on. So on that whole part of body dysmorphia in my head,
Mhm.
I just look like a kind of chubby girl, woman. I mean, I'm not a girl, but kind of chubby woman. At my conference, I was wearing, I went back and forth between like short sleeve, long sleeve, like tank top. But I was wearing this one thing that had like it was like a tank toppy blouse, but it wasn't like, I don't know, the straps didn't come here on my shoulders. They kind of like came up into my neck. I don't know what that neckline is called, but like a nice blouse, but all shoulders and arms out.
Yeah.
The number of people that came up to me and told me that I was like jacked or commented on my muscular shoulders and arms was starting to become uncomfortable. And I'm not exaggerating because it wasn't just like women that I knew or like that I've known for like 10 years working for this company, but like men, some that I know that like I'm okay with them commenting because they know me
Mhm.
and they know what I'm doing. But like people I don't know, men that I don't know, or like have only like seen their names, came up to me and like commented on my arms. And while that made me feel so fucking fantastic
Yeah.
and not like just a chubby chick, I also think it's super weird for people to comment on other people's bodies. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of I'm a l- I get it. I think in a work setting for sure.
In a work setting, it's like a very
Yeah,
professional,
in a
like,
work setting for sure. I'm with
there's
you
some
there.
people I only see every couple of years. And like, so some of them like would comment, and which is, it is
Right.
what it is. But like, I don't go up to somebody and be like, oh man, like, dude, you look like you gained 30 pounds. What's up with that? Like, I'll
Yeah.
fucking say that.
I'm like, whoa, you got fat.
You got
Oh,
fat, man.
yeah,
Woo.
no, you don't do that. But I mean, but I think that happens all the time, and that's just part of like, I don't know.
But it's they mean it as a compliment. So that's why it's quote
For sure.
okay to
Yeah,
say, right?
100%.
But it's very weird in a work setting. I think that's like in the gym setting, totally different. Like that's what you're there for.
Right.
But like in a work setting,
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
All right. All right. I'll write that down.
But apparently I look really jacked. So that made me
You
also
do look really jacked. Your shoulder. And you've always. I think since you've started bodybuilding and you started like putting on size,
Mhm.
you've gotten many compliments on your shoulders for sure. Your shoulders.
You know what though?
I've had even when
I've
we
had
went
good
to the Y.
shoulders.
Yeah, even when we went to the Y, I've had women come up to me and they're like, "Your wife's shoulders are amazing," and I'm just like,
Aw,
well, thank you. Why don't you tell
thank
her that? I
you.
think she would like to hear that.
Because I have resting bitch face at the gym and no one
Yeah.
wants to talk to me. I have always had strong shoulders because I remember getting comments about my shoulders in high school. And I think it was probably from dancing. It has to be because I didn't do anything else. But like in ballet dance, you do use like a lot of your shoulder, like your upper back.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's where I have a strong upper back and strong shoulders because I developed that from all of the years of dancing.
Yeah. So there
Maybe
you
that's
go.
why. There
Maybe
you go.
started the foundation was there, and then you built upon that.
The foundation started young. But yeah,
Mhm.
but my shoulders are my strong point. That's like My only real good strength. Oh, and I have good hamstrings.
You have a really
Everything
good
else
back. I think
needs
you have a
work.
really good back.
Thanks,
Your back.
babe.
Your back. I mean, even at the one OCB show that we watched, we watched back the stream, the judges were like, "Oh, that back."
That was my NFF show.
Oh, NFF. Sorry, NFF.
They said Alexis They said 91 understood the assignment. They said, and I was like, "Woo, that's me."
Yep.
So very excited about all that. But this year, I'm starting out about 10 pounds lighter, 11 pounds lighter than I was at starting my prep last year.
But leaner though, which is
10 pounds less for sure.
I guess, but
leaner at this weight.
Yeah, leaner at this weight. Yes.
Yeah, like my waist is already tight. Like I already have a 6-pack for the vast majority of the day. I might not have it right now, but I have it for I'm starting to come in really tight. So it'll be good. We'll see. Prep officially starts tomorrow.
I was going to say, you're going to be kicking off prep here. Pro debut season. Holy moly.
I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. Oh, I can't wait. I really am so fucking excited. I'm so pumped up. Start prep. I'm going to fucking kill it. I got my macros. We're starting small. And I love that Clarissa's so amazing because she doesn't do a crazy drop. And she knows me. She knows this is our third prep together. So she knows how my body is going to respond. And it doesn't take a ton for me to respond. So just starting out the gate, all we're doing is dropping 30 carbs.
Oh, great.
I didn't tell you that. Yeah. So it's it's not even crazy yet. So
and you're
180.
Are you going to be 16 weeks out officially starting next week? Or 20 weeks?
I think it's 19.
Oh, okay. So that 30.
We were planning on doing an 18-week prep. The date of my show moves. So it's going to be 19 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because I have a tendency to staircase the way that I drop.
Yeah.
But last year I did an 18-week prep and I dropped 30 pounds.
Oh.
By the time I got, I started at 158. The show I looked my best at, I was 130.
Okay.
That was my NFF show. That was the first one last year. By the time I got to the god awful NPC show,
10,000 athletes.
I did 3 shows.
Shit.
I'm really curious what they have this year. Somebody online was like, I'm so excited to do this show. And I wanted to be like,
no, you're not.
Run. It's going to suck. It's going to be the worst fucking day of your life. Yeah. But so my NFF show was 18 weeks, 2020. So I was 22 weeks into prep by the time I got to my NPC show. And I was 127 at that one. And I looked the worst at that one. I looked better at 130. And but this time, so today I started at 147.5. So I had 2.5 pounds of bullshit on me last week. But starting at 147. So I'm starting 11 pounds less than last time. And I've got less fat to lose.
Yep. So you'll be able to sail right into peak week.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, that we don't have to get so depleted.
Yeah.
And we're doing it. She's a low and slow grinder, man. And I love that because it doesn't feel so bad so quickly.
Yep.
So we'll see how I do. It gives us a little bit more wiggle room to play with other options as we go. So
yeah, exciting. I'm excited for you.
Not starting today. So I'll be 180 protein, 80 fat, which I have so much wiggle room to drop in.
54. I got 54. Anyway, go ahead.
That's crazy to me. And then this is where I fucked up. So it was 370 carbs. And that's where I was so before we started, I was re-looking at my macros. Because I remember I saw a notification in the app that said, your macros have been updated. But then when I pulled it up, they were the same. So that's what I was just wait a second. I've already been at 370. So anyway.
Cool.
That's what that was.
Cool.
So exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped up. I have to finish that fucking suit. I really have to get my ass going back on that. I haven't touched it.
You're gonna try and finish it for one of these shows?
Yes, because I want a red one. Because I think with my brown hair, a red one's gonna look so good.
I think your blue one is gonna look good too.
I think they're all gonna look good.
Yeah,
but I want a red one.
Your purple one will look good. I think the green one. Yeah, the green one
look
good.
The green one looks great too. They all look good.
I think it'll be fine in all of them. But I understand you want the red one.
I have to alter my purple one.
Okay.
And then I have to alter my green one. But that's not going to be hard because I don't have to like gem that or anything. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Finish the red one.
Yeah.
Yep. I really want a red one, and I don't want to spend $1,000 for it.
Yeah, I mean either.
I know, especially because you have to travel this year for everything.
Yes, yeah, we'll be spending a decent chunk of money traveling, boarding dogs, getting hotels. But
they come to Houston with us, maybe.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
No, we're not bringing the dogs.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think we need to pay a neighborhood kid to come over and let them out or something. I don't know. It's hard. Anyway,
we'll figure it out.
Anyway,
so I didn't have any. I wasn't on Instagram hardly at all this week because of all the driving and then at work. So I didn't get any crazy sports yet. But I will say we enjoyed a sporting event today. If you've never been to like a child's jiu-jitsu match, it is intense.
Spicy. Yep.
Very spicy.
Yep.
I love watching that more than I love pro sports.
Yeah, these kids
like
crap.
These kids are so funny. I mean, you have kids as little as 3,
yeah,
3 or 4, trying to fucking kill each other. And then you've got all of these parents and adults fucking cheering him on, telling him, put him on his back, choke him out, guillotine, all of these fucking things. They're just trying to kill each other for 3 minutes.
Hurt him, don't kill him.
It's so crazy. And the intensity at which they fight. I don't think I could ever do that. Like, I think that would be terrifying to have another fucking human your size coming at you and trying to fucking kill you. Submission. Like, a submission is break your arm or like fucking choke you out so you can't breathe. Those are the submissions that these kids learn.
Yep.
Could you imagine having another man, babe, that's like 200 pounds?
Yeah.
Coming at you, trying to fucking kill you?
Yeah, no, I mean,
did you put yourself in that situation?
The adults compete too. I don't know. It's an acquired.
No, I'm just saying, like, putting yourself in like those kids' position, like that's that's fucking nuts.
But they train for that, so it's not like I don't think it's that crazy.
I know.
But yeah,
it is really. I love. Oh my god, these little kids though.
Yeah, that was fun to watch, and our son did really good. He got second place, which was awesome in his bracket, and it was.
And we're yelling, choke him, choke him.
Yep.
Squeeze,
choke him.
Oh, I his chin. Oh my gosh. But I look. My favorite thing to watch are like the little kids.
Yeah.
Like the 4-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Those are my absolute favorite. Those and like the teenage girls, fucking vicious.
Yeah. The girls are savages.
Outside of my children, those are my favorites to watch.
They are like you watch them go at it and you're like, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They move super fast and like, of course they're trying like different techniques and grapples, and it's awesome to watch.
It's awesome to watch. Like, damn, that to me is more interesting than.
I feel like the teen boys they're exciting to watch too.
They are, but like there's something about the girls.
Yeah, there is. I don't know what it is either, but yeah, I agree. There's like the girls.
There's like a viciousness to it.
Yeah, they for whatever reason they are more fun to watch.
They have hatred in their souls.
They got their battle ready braids, and they just fucking.
They do have their battle ready braids,
and they just go at it. Yeah, they all have like the braids, braids going down this, and it's just like
2 French braids, and so many of them like braid in colored hair and shit.
Yep.
Like these, like you don't fuck with these girls.
Yeah, it's awesome to see.
It's so awesome to see. I love it. I fucking love it. So no, our son did super good. he got somebody in a submission by almost breaking their arm. I don't even know the right move, but they call it a chicken wing at the little kid size.
Yeah.
So he got him in chicken wing.
I forget what the
I
name
think,
of
is
the
it a Gamora?
I think so.
I think it's like a standing.
It's like a wrist.
Not like
it's like a reverse wrist lock or something.
It's like put your arm at 90 degrees facing the, and then it like gets pulled back. Yep. Oh my God. And he fought from the bottom. He did so good. And then the second, so he won by almost breaking a kid's arm. And then the second one, I think he won on points, but he had our son had another kid in a fucking chokehold for a really long time. I was like, how is this kid not passing out? What is happening?
Yep.
Crazy.
It's fun to watch. I'm super excited for him getting a couple wins. He build his confidence. He did super good. Super proud of him.
Really good. It's crazy. It's nerve-wracking as hell to watch, but it
is gut-wrenching.
It's a good watch.
You don't want him to get hurt. You got hurt.
Because you're watching somebody else try to hurt your child. It's a very weird thing to watch.
It's a lot of anxiety going on.
Yeah.
She's like, ugh.
Fucking kill him.
Yep.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There was on somebody's rash guard. Oh my God. What did it say? It said, be first, be fast, be mean. Did you see that?
That's I don't know what Cobra Kai. Yeah, it's the Cobra Kai slogan.
Strike first, strike
hard, no mercy or something like that.
No mercy. That's exactly what I thought of when I watched that. And I was just like, damn, it's like copyright infringement or something, intellectual property. It's the same shit, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Be first, be fast, be mean.
It's fun to watch.
It is fun. Anyway, how was your check-in? So you did your check-in today.
Yeah,
you haven't gotten feedback yet, but what's going on? What was your check-in?
So check-in this week was interesting. So because of coming off of everything, there was a good amount of inflammation and water drop, which was pretty interesting. So I had a pretty substantial. So last week I gained 5 pounds.
What did you weigh in at last week?
I was 224.6.
Okay.
And then this week I came in at 220.1. So 4.5 pounds.
Wow. So 4.5 pounds.
Yeah. So
and you do not look 4.5 pounds smaller at all.
Yeah. I think it was a lot of it was just inflammation, water weight for sure. I did notice my ankles were swelling a little bit. So I was holding water in my ankles for whatever reason.
So that is something that was that only this week that happened to you?
Past couple weeks it's been happening.
Okay, so it's not necessarily just a reduction, just like coming off of the PEDs. Like you had it when the swelling's kind of been an off and on issue since prep.
Yeah, I thought it was like salt. I thought it was like salt at one point, but then like I got my salt in check, and then it was like the swelling kind of came back, or it never really went away. And then it like got worse, and then like I was wearing compression socks and everything, trying to figure this out, and ended up getting blood work drawn a little early, just kind of make sure kidney and liver health and everything was good. Waiting to get the lab results back, but I feel fine. Performance was good. Didn't have any other,
no other symptoms other than just
no other side effects puffiness. Or anything. Yeah, just a little bit of swelling in the ankles. So I saw a 4.5 pound drop, but again, inflammation, water weight is really what that was. So the hope is that I stay around 220, pretty close to it. By next check-in, we'll see.
Hold out. How much do you anticipate dropping from like inflammation and water and all of that? Like, what do you think that drop's going to be?
Last time it came off, it was about 3 to 4 pounds. So
so you don't think you're going to drop more?
Yeah, I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see for sure. But like my ankles, I can see my ankle bones again, which is great.
Aww.
They were just like they were puffy. Yeah, it was just weird. So overall check-in was good. Calories stayed the same. Just literally dropped everything else but testosterone. Sorry, I came down to TRT levels and then dropped everything else.
Got it.
And then one cheat meal a week. I only get one cheat meal, so
only one. But if you call timeout, you're fine.
Yeah, I was there. Last night I was like hungry. I had a little extra bowl of cereal. I was starving last night.
Yeah.
You went to bed early, but I was just like, I'm gonna have
I
a bowl of
did go to
Raisin
bed. I
Bran.
was exhausted.
I
You
had a
had
bowl.
Raisin Bran?
I had a
Was it
bowl of
good?
Raisin Bran and protein ice cream. It was delicious.
Yum.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Yum, yum.
I'm hungry, so I just keep the fats low and just eat high protein, high carb.
Yeah.
Try to manage it that way. But
Yeah.
so yeah, so sitting at a good spot though. Pictures looked good. We'll see what coach says. I'm guessing because of the weight drop, we'll probably stay same macros and a cheat meal, but we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
find out.
because you got to give it a little bit to stabilize after coming off of all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then we'll see what the blood work comes back. We could talk about blood work when I get it back too.
Okay.
That'll be if there's anything interesting there, just to be like, it will be interesting to see because like I got blood work done after being off of everything for 3 days, but again, everything's in your system for 8 to 10 days.
Right. So you'll have to go get it again in like another few weeks anyway.
Yeah. So the goal is to be in this health phase for 6 to 8 weeks. And then we'll get labs done again at the like 7-week mark, 8-week mark or something like that. And make sure health markers look good, blood, red blood cell count, hematocrit, LDL, HDL, insulin, all that stuff. Just make sure all my hormones, cortisol, prolactin, everything's in check.
Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into another push phase. Get bigger.
Get extra swole.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
How was your check-in?
So down like 2.5 pounds from last week. So last week I was like just starting my period and still I'm going into week 7 of my SIBO protocol. 2 weeks ago, I swapped supplements or like the bacteria killers that I'm taking and immediately had a good reaction to that. Lots more of like the swelling that was in there had gone down. Wasn't as much like bloating throughout the day. I have started though to have like a hard aversion to heavy vegetable meals. So for like my first lunch every day, I was doing a little bit of rice, squash, potatoes, and I started to like almost be repulsed by the squash. Didn't want that anymore.
Yeah.
And then didn't even bought a whole bunch and then just like they just went bad on the counter because I just did not want them. And then starting the same thing with the potatoes, like the heaviness of that meal, but not even just that one, but like any one of those things at all. I think I just started to react to it later in the day or something. I don't know, but it's just like, I just don't want it. So talking back and forth with her today, we're making one slight tweak to some of the things I'm taking on the protocol. And then I have to like read this because I don't remember what she had said. So she goes, let's not necessarily just remove all of these heavy veggies. Let's like try to figure something out.
Yeah.
And then I started to tell her like what was more of what's going on. And she goes, I'm wondering how your gut would do if we swapped most of the veggies for fruits, right? Just to make sure that I'm getting in all of my micros and like fiber and good stuff.
Yeah.
And I do well with most fruit, especially berries. I eat tons of berries. She goes, I'd have to look back at your biome results, but all of the vegetables that you're eating are going to have oxalates. And with the way that you're feeling, it's starting to sound like the oxalates are maybe causing an issue with your current condition of your gut. Okay. So what does that mean? That means with starting prep, we're going to try to, the veggies that I've taken out, start to add in different fruits. So she told me to put pineapple, which starting prep makes me want to cry because pineapple is very, very carb heavy. Pineapple for the brolamine. And then we're going to try add some melon in instead of the other stuff. So I don't know, man. I could do like the small amount of veg that I have in dinner, but I also wonder, is it like it's dinner, it's at the end of the day, I start to get really full by that point anyway. Do I just not notice like a gurgly feeling or like a full feeling because I should be full at that? Like that's like my biggest meal, right? The couple hours before going to bed.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know, man. And then I looked up what vegetables are like low oxalate. I don't remember what it said, but I screenshotted the list. And sure enough, all of those fuckers were on that FODMAP list. And I was like, God damn it, I fucking can't eat anything.
It's fucking bullshit.
This sucks so bad. And I feel like I feel like I have to keep limiting stuff. Like my body does not digest foods properly. I don't know. It makes me so mad. But here I am just cutting out more shit, changing shit.
Yeah.
Fucking people that can't get their shit together and be like, this food gives me diarrhea, but I'm going to fucking keep eating it anyway. Or like people that are like, I can't.
I'm just going to get some Pepsid AC and just keep eating it.
And just keep eating. Like, I don't understand how people who struggle with certain foods, once you learn what's bothering you, how do you still fucking put that shit in your mouth?
Yeah, it's insane.
I just feel terrible all the time. Anyway, down 2.5 pounds from last week, making the changes, starting prep tomorrow. Like I said, I look like a white blob in my pictures, but before the picture snapped, it looked pretty good. Quads are coming in. I am significantly tighter in my waist. My waist measurement was down almost an inch from last week too.
Awesome.
So it's like I'm starting to come in, and I stayed really, and it was probably because I didn't eat all my food, but I stayed really tight all throughout the week too. Like I looked good. So yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. All right. We'll finish with wins. What are your big wins for this week, sir?
Wins of the week. I think losing 4.5 pounds and still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I lost any size for sure. So, besides my chubby little ankles, yeah, I think that's kind of the win for the week. No noticeable difference. I think, just looked a little tighter in my pictures, but that's just the water coming off, and the inflammation going down. So I think that's a win.
All right. Sounds good.
How about you?
Starting prep. I'm just excited to start prep.
Pro season debut.
I'm so like, let's fucking go. Remind me of how I feel right now in like 15 weeks when I'm ready to keel over and just like throw in the towel. Remind me of me saying this right now.
Episode 17. I'm writing this down. 58 minutes. Okay, got it.
I am very fucking excited to like, let's unwrap this puppy. I'm
like,
really
look at this. This is past you. And you're like, fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch. She didn't know. She didn't know.
Nah, you're going to kill it. You always do.
Thanks, babe.
Cool. Well, I think that's it for this week. Join us next week for episode 18. Bye, y'all.
Bye.